What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Skip, presented by Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Hope y'all are having an awesome morning so far, as always. Vandy is your national champion. Woo-hoo. Great. So now, Vandy... Tim Corbin, only coach in college baseball now with multiple national only active coach with multiple national championships. Vandy with their unlimited scholarships wins another national championship. Michigan, good run for Michigan. Good run. Jason Truax, good morning. Thanks for being a top fan, Jason. Top of the list today. Ben Clark, Stephen Bro, good morning. Brittany Delahousse, Sam Dixon, good morning. What's up, Ben Clark? Good morning. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. Bobby Cottle, good morning. Charlie, what's up, dude? Corey Kaye, morning, Scone. Been a while, buddy. Where you been, Corey? Come on, man. Come on down. Welcome in. The water's warm. Kirk Taylor, what's up? Hal Jubin, good morning. Dawn, good morning. How about DJ LeMahieu, y'all? Continues to just be on an absolute tear. 4 hits on Monday, another 2 hits on Tuesday, including a homer. And then yesterday, homered again for the Yanks in a walk-off win over at Toronto. He did not hit a walk-off homer, but he did homer to tie the game at 5 earlier in the game. Go for a ride in the car to JJ's house. So now DJ LeMahieu hitting a robust .336. He is leading the American League in home runs and is leading American League second baseman in the All Star Game voting. Tweeted that yesterday. Tweeted the link and said, hey, y'all, LSU fans, you got to vote for DJ LeMahieu, because if he's not the starter, that's just a total screw job. But so far, so good. Hey, Drew, good morning. Hey, you want to say, what's up, good morning? Hey, what do you want to do today? Huh? After Dad's show, what do you want to do?
Mommy do abilities.
Mommy will take you to abilities. And who do you see on Thursday?
Michael and Catherine.
Michael and Catherine. Oh, it's like your favorite day of the week. You get to see 2 of your favorite people. Okay. Yep, Michael and Catherine. You get to see them today.
Daddy CD.
Daddy CD. You did get to see D yesterday, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Been a fun week for Drew. He's gotten to see lots of his favorite people in the world this week. Tell you what. All right, let's see. Hey, Terry Shipman, thanks for being a top fan, Terry Shipman. Appreciate that. I don't know why Facebook has started doing that. It looks like a diamond as his top fan, but I appreciate it very much. Charlie, top fan. Matthew Rogelio, top fan. Appreciate y'all. Brian Wynn. Justin Torres, good morning. Sam Dixon, top fan. Jeffrey Kaz, morning. Few on Vandy. I agree with that, man. So I picked Vandy to win it when the tournament started. Not surprising. They were the best team. They deserved to win. And I also would rather Vandy win it than Arkansas or Mississippi State. Vandy has to recruit on a different level. And yes, they have the scholarships, but they're also recruiting a different... They're just recruiting, they have a different model for a student athlete because of the academic requirements as well. So it is a bit different. Yes, they have an advantage because of the scholarships, but they're also in the SEC East, and they recruit, different. Get Kumar Rocker would have been a top 10 pick, but anyway. I don't think it hurts as badly with Vandy winning as it would if it's Mississippi State or Arkansas, a team in your division that you have a historic leg up on. I don't need those teams having any type of an uprising. Well, I'm going to hit the share button. Hopefully y'all hit the share as well. Sharing is caring as always. Appreciate y'all for doing that. It's how we continue to grow. And certainly if you can like the Brock page. And if you've been to Brock before and could let me know and share a testimonial, I'd appreciate that as well. I'm starting to pass those on to the folks at Brock so they can see that our audience has been over there and it's helping them grow. Jerry Johnson, good morning. Corey Kai, working 7/10s, bro. Hey, man, I ain't mad at you. Get that money, man. Get that money. Let's see. Devin Kelly, what's up? Brian Wynn, pitiful dog pile by Vandy. They need to take lessons on how to do it. It took them a little while to get the dog pile. You know, like catcher and pitcher kind of met a little ways in front of the mound, and then everyone sort of collided, and then they converged, and they sort of moved the dog pile behind the mound. It's like nobody wanted to be on the bottom. So, you know, the first domino has to fall before there can be a pile, and nobody wanted to be on the bottom, you could tell. Let's see. Terry Shipman, DJ and Alex battling for MVP at the end of the year. I'm calling it now. Let's not forget about the greatest player on the planet, who is Mike Trout, who also doesn't stink. But because both Bregman and LeMahieu are going to be on teams battling to win the AL, and MVP awards typically go to best player, best team type of thing. There's a very, very real possibility that both of them will be in the middle of that conversation at the end of the year. Bregman sitting at 22 homers. If he clubs 40 homers, I mean, if his second half matches his first, and he clubs 40 homers, I mean, he'll have a shot. The problem with Bregman right now is he's hitting 250. Let me make sure I got my number right. I think it was 250, 251. Hang on. Bless you. I mean, dynamic third baseman, no question. I mean, he's got the glove. He's even played some shortstop this year. See, Bregman has 22 homers and... I'm sorry, he's batting 267. I said 251. It's 267, excuse me. So I shortchanged him by about 16 points, and that matters. 267 is still low for a guy in the MVP race, especially when you look at LeMahieu batting almost 340. But considering he leads the Astros in on-base percentage, if he matches, especially with his home run total, his second half of the year, what he does, and ends up batting somewhere in that 280 range, I think he'll have a shot. I think he'd have a legitimate shot. But I agree with you on DJ. I mean, they will both be very much in the conversation. I mean, Alex was in the conversation last year. Hi. Did I ever tell you that I love you? Did I ever tell you that? Go to Alexander's. Did we go there last night? Huh? Did Daddy take you there? Huh? What? What are you looking? Everybody say, oh. Oh, oh. It's part of a Sesame Street episode that he likes. The letter A is O. Oh. It's the letter O. Just everybody say, oh, oh. Say, oh. That's what he was doing. All right, what else y'all got? What else y'all got today, man? Everett email, good morning. The Vandy Whistler's a national champion. Kirk. Well, he's already been a national champion once. You know what, though, man? I tell you, there's probably no team in college baseball that has had more talent and won less with it in the postseason than Vanderbilt as well. So there is that. Corey Landry, what's up? Hey, Dad, good morning. Gary Burkett, number of times Scone gets up today, 5.5. Yo, Gary, knock on wood, but we're at 0 right now. He's not asked me to change anything yet, and the remote is in the other room. So here's hoping he stays mostly patient today and watching the innovation episode of Sesame Street. All right, Ronnie Dugas, good morning. Kelly Presley, Patty Up-Catrere, good morning. Kyle Larison, good morning. Charlie, most complete team I'd seen all season, 7 seniors. You're talking about Vandy, yeah. They were they were a veteran team that blew it. That was a great team a year ago. Blew it, quite honestly. They had a home super regional against Mississippi State, and they were an out away, and State hit the 2-out homer, just like remember State in the regional round at Florida State and super regional against Vandy were down on their last out, clubbed a homer, and ended up extending their season and winning. So Vandy blew it last year, quite honestly, at home. But this team was great, and they added Kumar Rocker, who we all saw in Game 2 save their season. 11 strikeouts in an elimination game was awesome, and gave them a chance to come back and win yesterday, which they did, of course. David Friedman explained Vandy's scholarship advantage. Well, because Vandy has a bajillion dollars and they're a private school, they can give endowed scholarships to students, anybody they want. So you can have the 11.7, but they can fill the gap with scholarship money however they want. So they have 30 guys on scholarship. Whereas the rest of college baseball divides up 11.7 scholarships. And if you're on scholarship, you have to get a minimum of 25%. So it stretches the numbers. Now, LSU does have an advantage, and you have to mention tops because that's always been a distinct advantage that LSU's had as well, because making sure Drew's not here band-hammering nobody. Because LSU could ask, local guys that wanted to play to walk on and be on tops, right? Or show up on tops and then maybe just get some money for books or something like that. Hey, bud. Okay, sounds like a really good idea, Drew. Okay. We'll see you later. Shout out to Brock, by the way, y'all. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Just appreciate them so much, man. They've been awesome to us. They're a great Baton Rouge business with some phenomenal doctors. I've been loving, man. They've been posting lately some of the national awards that their docs have won, and it's really cool to see so many doctors here in Baton Rouge on the best orthopedics in the country list, which is really, really cool. So they've helped me a bunch. I know they've helped many of y'all too, and I'm proud to represent Brock. Man, they're great. Of course, you know I endorse. If you listen to AFR, the Baton Rouge General Hospital as well. So, and Brock docs actually operate at the Baton Rouge General. They have a partnership there. So, whenever I talk about the Mako robot and the knee replacement, Dr. Jared Brose, who I met with over at the General, and he's a Brock doc. So. Go to gymnastics. Oh, you want to go to gymnastics on Saturday and see Miss Taylor and Ethan? And go to gymnastics. Very good, bud. Here you go. Let's see. AJ Holland, what's up, man? Corey, Vandy's an excellent program. Surprised they don't have 2 championships. That's true. They've been a national seed and been maybe the best team in college baseball many, many times. 07 with David Price comes to mind. They've had some remarkable pitching and position players, guys like Dansby Swanson, who went first overall. And they had a lot of postseason failures for all the talent that they've had. But what it goes to show you, and should go to show you, is it's really hard to win in college baseball today. It's one of the things that I try to explain, and that some people, especially former LSU players from a different era, who just can't understand that it's different now. It's not to say it wasn't hard then, but even Skip, by his own admission, has acknowledged more teams are investing resources into college baseball now. More players are foregoing Major League Baseball or foregoing the minors to play college baseball because you'd rather be a rock star on campus for 2 or 3 years instead of riding a bus in the middle of nowhere in the minors. And college baseball is now more similarly reflecting the professional game because of the BB Core bats. So guys are getting to the next level easier. Are you speaking Spanish?
Papa, I got
English, please. You know I don't speak Spanish. Anchorman. And go to gymnastics. Yep. Okay. So anyway, so point is, it's a different era, and it's really hard to win, man. It's really, really hard to win. Jeffrey Sanford, what's up? Dana Abear, Sean Pumphrey. Hey, Aunt Sharon, good morning. Andrew Brister, what's up? Taylor Kale, good morning. Trey Samaha, good morning. Corey, close to football season, Scone, thoughts, prediction? Does Todd Harris have a breakout year?
to gymnastics.
Hey, go to gymnastics. Well, somebody's got to play the deep safety role. Somebody's got to play a deep safety role. Replacing John Battle. And I think Todd Harris will have a great chance to do that. I think they're going to use a lot of different safeties in a variety of roles, including Jacoby Stevens, who, of course, emerged last year in that hybrid role. Now, that was sort of out of necessity because Kelvon Chasson was hurt, and they were trying to manufacture a pass rush some way. And so they used Stevens in that role, but I think he's going to be really good in that role. And they'll do that again. They had success with Corey Thompson in that role a few years ago as well. So, yeah, man, I think Harris is going to play a ton. Predictions. I am fascinated to see LSU's offense. I'll tell you about this offense the same thing I told you about Matt Canada's offense. I don't know if it will work, but I am glad they're doing something different. Because if you keep doing the same thing you're doing, max protect, 2 wide receiver routes, power, there's teams you can beat doing that. Probably 8 or 9 on your schedule every year that you can beat doing that. But you're going to be maddeningly frustrated because you're not going to be able to beat the 3 teams on your schedule that are better than you, have as good a talent or better than you, trying to play that style of game. So you got to do something different. The best teams in college football have shown you that. Nick Saban has adapted. Clemson, obviously, those are the best teams in college football, and so I'm excited about that. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know. I mean, none of us know. We hope, but I'm glad that they're at least trying to do something different. I think they have the talent and the schedule to go 10-2 this year. I think it's unrealistic to think they win at Alabama, and there's just enough potholes on that road that they probably fall somewhere else. And if you go 10-2, it's an improvement over last year. You'll be back in a New Year's 6 game. You continue that climb. But I don't think they beat Bama. Shocker. And I think given that, it's gonna prevent them from getting back to Atlanta. And that's going to be disappointing. That would be disappointing. But you never know, man. Injuries happen and things change and teams emerge, and we'll see. Hell, Kentucky won 10 games a year ago. First time since the 70s. Let's see. Cheryl, on my 3rd day of being pain-free because of Brock. Still can't believe it. That's great news, Cheryl. I'm so, so glad. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see. Sam Dixon. Guess we'll be drowning our baseball sorrows this fall when football brutalizes Vandy into submission. What a difference 20 years makes. True. Ryan Falgu. Brandon DeVille. You think Jake Fraley gets called up this year? Honestly, Brandon, haven't been paying attention a ton to Jake Fraley, but I did see but Musso yesterday in our I don't know if you've heard, we're doing Tiger in the Pros segment. Musso mentioned that Fraley was a AA All Star and got called up to AAA, which is great to see. So, I mean, if you're in AAA, you're a step away, and also, I mean, you could always be a September call up and kind of get that taste at the end of the season. So, I mean, yeah, keep play well in AAA like you did in AA, and you got a really good shot. Craig Duga, remember when the basketball team skull dragged Vandy on the hardwood? I remember. That's true, and that was to win the SEC, and that was without Will Wade and without Javonte Smart and without Naz Reid, and that was a lot of fun. Jeffrey Sanford, if the Pels can sign one free agent, who should it be? Ooh. Realistically, or just who would I love for them to sign? I mean, I'd love for them to do a deal to get Bradley Beal here. That would be my pie in the sky. But it's not going to happen. The Vandy Whistler lives in a van down by the river. And they do have a river in Nashville, too. Charlie Cavell missing Elmo Ducks. You know what? Tomorrow, Charlie, Drew is going to get his hair cut. And usually when getting his hair cut, he watches Elmo Ducks. So it'll make a return tomorrow. Probably not on, during the morning scone, but when he gets a haircut tomorrow. He also lives on an endless supply of government cheese. Is that the greatest SNL skit? Zero on mommies? Zero? Is that the number of the day? Row your boat on mommy's phone. Elevator on mommy's phone. We just get like these flash Drew appearances today. It's like, boom, he's here, and then boom, he's gone. Let's see. Adam Pasqua, good morning. Jeffrey Kaz, poor Arkansas foul ball haunting them. It's true, man. You were a pop foul away from winning a national championship, and you blew it. Josh Long, I'm late and hungover. Hell yes! What were you drinking, Josh? Let me know. Hope it was something good. Hey, Nan, good morning. Pete Giardino, top fan. Thanks, Pete Giardino. Blaine Smith, good morning, Matt and Drew. Any news on Pelicans free agency? Right now they're in the sources type game where everybody's reporting what everyone might do. But you kind of have to wait for that first domino to fall, and that's going to be Kevin Durant. So Durant has opted out of his contract in Golden State. So dumb. But anyway, so wherever Durant goes, that'll start the domino effect, right? So when Durant goes, then the rest of the top-tier guys like Kyrie and Clay will all make their decision about where they're going to go. Kemba, if he stays in Charlotte or signs with the Lakers, something like that. And then as those guys find new homes and some of that cap space is eaten up and roster spots are taken, then you start to see the next wave of free agents go. Chris Middleton, Al Horford, DeMarcus Cousins, where they all land, and then it's just sort of the domino effect that comes sort of in waves. So, and that happens in every sport, by the way. So, right now you're in the reports or rumors, sources say, and Pels have been tied to a lot of different guys. Apparently prepared to make a lucrative offer to Al Horford. That's one report. Brooke Lopez is another one that people have mentioned. You hear, some thought that they might try to get Miles Turner before the draft, which would have been awesome. But anyway, I think you did good adding a shooter in the draft with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the kid from Virginia Tech, and then the Brazilian kid Didi. I know nothing about him, but apparently he's a 3-and-D guy. So maybe you get some shooting value from him. You added Jackson Hayes, so you got a little size, but I still think that's what you need. You need shooters and you need size. Let's see. Simone Mahaffey, good morning. Tommy Clark, what's up, TC? The real Slim Shady. Justin Nicholson. Drew over there speaking Spanish. Stop it. Don't talk about no debates. You watch a minute of that. Tony Crochet, good morning. Todd Cambry, good morning. Brian Wynn. The Brock doctors and staff are outstanding. Had a shoulder replaced in 2016, knee replaced in 2017. Wow. Little or no pain. Good as new now. Highly recommend them to Asian athletes, those suffering from joint pain. That's awesome, Brian. Really appreciate you sharing that, man. They are great people. Man, shoulder and knee replacement. Dude, that's why I can't do the ancient athletes. I mean, I'm 30, so I'll be 37 in a few weeks. But, man, I already have, like, knee, neck, back, shoulder injuries, pain. I've hurt my Achilles. It's like people ask me, you want to do ancient athletes? I'm like, hell no. Just in our building alone at Guarantee, doing ancient athletes, Gordy tore his calf. Jordy ruptured his Achilles. And Blaine Besh tore his ACL. Just in our, at Guarantee, in our building, those three guys with those injuries. I'm like, Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna do my little home workouts. Go do my yoga lattes. Work up a sweat. Make sure I get some good cardio in. Minimize the impact. Certainly not looking for any quick twitch muscle explosions. So I'm good in the meantime. Damon Rando, good morning from North Carolina. Is it football season yet? LOL. Not yet, man. I'm actually cool with it. I love summer, man. I love watching these LSU guys doing great things in Major League Baseball. Had such a fun show yesterday, man. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I had Don Jackson on. So Don Jackson's the attorney that represented Christian Fulton. The NCAA, there's a report that the NCAA is going to tighten the requirements for transfer waivers. The waiver that some athletes have applied for to be able to get immediate eligibility. And so he came on and shed some light on that and said, really, it's not tightening the requirements. It's what should have been the requirement all along, which is just more documentation, and it's what they sort of did require all along. Now they've just written it down and made it known you have to do this, and this. So it was an interesting conversation if you missed it. Talked to Kevin Minter yesterday as well. It's my guy, man. I love Kevin Minter. On the field and off. Hey, Barry Day, good morning. Share, people. Yes, please share. Sharing is caring. Mark Landry, good morning. Carlton Cisco. Morning, Matt. Jacoby Stevens, 6'2", 223. Breakout, physical, free safety, play coming. Won't miss battle on the back end. 10-2 sounds good. You know what's funny, man? People always say 10-2 sounds good until you experience the 2, and then people are super pissed. Happens every year, man. Like 10-2, yeah. Like people pick 10-2. And then the Monday after they lose a game, or actually immediately after they lose a game, whenever we pull up whiskey and wine, boy, here it comes. Let them lose week 2 at Texas. Man, the melt if they lose in Austin. The melt would be something. Toss dives and jet sweeps win championships. You know what, Craig? I'm really just very proud of you for not saying toss dives, jet sweeps, and bunting wins championships. Kevin Harrell, good morning. Damon Rando, do you think there's a chance to beat Bama? Sure, there's a chance. That's why you play the game. I would give LSU a 6% chance of winning in Tuscaloosa this year. 6%. AJ Holland, New Orleans even attempt to pitch KD? No, absolutely not. Craig Dugai, KD's worth a lot. Dude's bunting game. There wasn't much. Knew there was one. Eusebio Gongora, what's up, Mike? Jeffrey Sanford, Pels need quality veteran leadership. Interesting comment yesterday from David Griffin. He was on Sports Hangover with Gus Cattengill, and he basically said, like, we will value veteran leadership more so even than just production on the floor. Because he wants the right kind of guy. He wants the right locker room, the right culture. Which was an interesting comment because earlier in the show we had talked yesterday about kind of comparing side by side 33-year-old Al Horford and 24-year-old Julius Randle, and how Randle last year had a career year, which was a better year than Horford had at any point in his career. Horford statistically never had a year like Randle had last year. Horford's 33, Randle's 24. One very clearly is at the end of his career. The other is very much pointing up. And one wants $111 million, and the other ain't going to cost that much. But if you believe Griff, then he's kind of saying we'd still value the Horford because we want the veteran guy. We want the veteran leader. Hi. Do you know I love you? Did I ever tell you that? Huh? Did I ever tell you that? You slept so good last night. Thank you for being a good sleeper. What do you see? What are you watching? Huh? What are you watching, bud? Huh? What are you watching? Is this Dacho? Elevator on mommy's phone. Okay. A few more, y'all. A few more. What time are we? 8:04. It's funny because the Lakers don't have much money in free agency, but every day supposedly going to be the Lakers. Oh, everyone is supposed to. I got it. No, I don't think everyone. I think they're going to try to add one max player. They're going to try to free up enough space to add one max player. So that's basically what they're doing. They're trying to move contracts right now to free up space to add one max guy. If it's Kemba or Clay, or so that's basically what they're trying to do. Or Kawhi. Joe Ed Kettner, good morning. Christopher Johnson, good morning. Matt and Drew, good morning. Kenny Brazan, what's up, man? Chloe says hi. Tell Chloe I said hello. David Hawes, top fan. Thank you, David Hawes. If I'm not mistaken, that's David in Houston. David Hawes, top fan. Bobby Cottle, y'all still going to do whiskey and wine this football season? I assume so. Haven't confirmed with Jordy, but I'm in, and I don't know why he wouldn't be. I mean, it's been a lot of fun the last couple of years. Provided he still wants to do it, I'm in. Stephen Miller, what's up, dude? Late to the game, what's good? So, Stephen, you just missed conversations about Vandy, the Whistler, living in a van down by the river. Little LeMahieu and Bregman talk. Some 10-2 talk for football. The usual. 10-2 bet. Dwayne ain't coming back, man. Not welcome until I get paid. Stephen Miller, Scone, if we lose in Austin, I'm staying in Austin. Look, if LSU loses that game, it's not just that it would be a week 2 loss, it would be disappointing, all that sort of stuff. And by the way, that wouldn't be devastating. Like,
Go for a car to this house.
Go for a ride in the car to JJ's house. You can lose early in the season. You can lose on the road. You can lose to a non-conference team like that. I mean, that's not the unforgivable sin in the eyes of the committee and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, you have to go to Bama later, which stinks. But the thing that would be just paralyzing for LSU fans if that happened would be number one, the insufferable Texas fans, but even more so, it's the Tom Herman angle. I mean, that's really the thing. And I am super, super intrigued by that game because, like, Sam Ehlinger is a really good college quarterback, and he fits exactly what Herman wants to do. So, offensively, I think that Texas offense against Dave Aranda, Herman Aranda chess match, I think that alone is worth watching the game. And we'll see how the LSU offense does against that Texas defense. Early in the season, it'd be week 2 for LSU, week 2 for both teams. But anyway, but that's man. If they lose, it's because of the Herman angle that would make that really, really tough to swallow. But I can't talk about that because everyone assumes I'm a Tom Herman homer and all that sort of stuff. So gotta tread carefully there. Charlie, when did we start to discuss LSU wide receivers? When they do something? Damon, dang, 6%, LOL. Be real, man. Let's call it what it is. You're 0 for your last 8 against that team. They shut you out in your own building last year. They've shut you out in your own building the last 2 times you played them there. I mean, figure out a way to score a point against that team, and then we can talk about if you can beat them. They discussed it in detail this AM on OTB with Coach Joseph. What did they discuss? So Mickey Joseph, OTB? No doubt, man. You want to hear from LSU football coaches, don't come to AFR. Oh, man. Christopher Johnson, what's up? Just got here. Don't know if you talked about it, but I saw where ESPN New Orleans be the radio partner of the Pelicans. 104.5 also Kerry Hicks. Have not talked about it yet. So what I'm willing to say is that there are conversations. Absolutely nothing has been finalized. Like nothing has been finalized. And there's a lot of reasons why. First of all, contractually for years and years and years and years, the Pelicans have always paid their radio partner. So the Pelicans would go pay a station to carry the games. They're flipping that this year, and I don't know the terms of the deal. Okay, so I'm not telling you like 100.3. I don't know. I've not seen. Candidly, I've not seen their contract. Do not know. But that's part. Number two, you got to carry 82 games, and that's a lot of inventory. So Mambo. So I mean, are there nights in October or November where you'd like to be carrying, college football? Say the Pels have a Saturday game in November, and you'd like to be carrying college football, but instead you have a Pelicans game on, right? I love it. So 82 games. That's a lot of windows, a lot of inventory to have to fill. What, Bubba? Go for a ride in the car. And then also, I can tell you this. I don't mind telling y'all. So like on 104.5, to be an ESPN affiliate. Hey, bud.
Go for a ride in the car.
Go for a ride in the car. So to be an ESPN affiliate, you have to carry contractually X amount of premium hours of ESPN's national content. So Golick and Wingo, Lebitard, Will Kane, Stephen A. Smith. Well, we have an abnormal amount of local shows. We have 4 local shows. Good. So they're just, and the fact that when Hester got moved from 6 to 8, which would have been non-peak, to 1 to 3, there was a because we're in such good standing with ESPN as one of their premier affiliates, we were able to get that pushed through. But that was a big thing because we're already over the numbers. So that's why we have to carry. Yep, you got it. You got it. So that's why we have to carry Stephen A. Smith tape delayed 6 to 8 because we have to clear that show. So then, are you going to be preempting Stephen A. Smith 82 times to carry the Pelicans? Again, looks like would ESPN be? You see what I'm saying? So it just there's a lot of that, and this is again way above my pay grade. I don't have these types of conversations. I'm familiar with some of the issues that have to be worked out. I don't get a say in the matter, but that's in part why, a lot of it's not as easy to just say, hey, you want to carry the Pelicans? Sure, that'd be great. It's like contractually, it's just not that easy because there's a lot of gray. There's a lot of complicating factors and stipulations. What do you do with high school football? Like we carry Catholic High on Friday nights in the fall. Like what happens if there's a Friday night Pelicans game? Which game gets aired? Is it the Pelicans or is it Catholic High? Both are are scheduled. You see what I mean? There's so many complicating factors where it's not just as simple as saying, are you going to carry the games? Hope that helps. Had LSU at 7.5 wins last year, bumped it to 8 wins with the Burrow transfer. At Texas, week 2 looms large. Right again, Matt. 10-2 sounds good until that is true. George Mueller, I guess Paul Feinbaum can get after that Michigan guy from his bumper spot now. I didn't see that. Sorry, man. Stephen Miller, flights booked, hotel. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's for Austin, I guess. Sam Dixon, I'm hoping Texas starts the 2019 season like Texas. Bobby Boots Adams, good morning. Jason Rayburn, Jason Meigs, good morning. Texas lost a ton off that defense, good. Kerry Hughes, good morning, man. Let's see. Stephen Miller, random. Has any dates been talked about for Taste of Tiger? Yes, it's August 14th. Check the calendar on that, Stephen, but I'm almost positive it's August 14th. That's the Saturday. That's a Saturday. But yes, it's August 4th. I'm almost positive. I don't think it's the 17th. I think it's whatever that Saturday is. 14th, 17th, something like that. But yes, that's confirmed. Morning from Nassau. How about Craig Schilling in the Bahamas? I've been wondering where you were, Craig. Go to Alexander's. Daddy's almost done with the show. How about that? How about that, bud? Daddy's almost done with his show. Good morning from Arizona. There you go, John Boudreaux. Oh, yeah, you live in Arizona. Let's see. Craig Shelley trying to get the distance award today. George Bodie, good morning. All right, y'all. All right. You ready, bud? You want to say bye to Dad's show? We're all done. Let's remind people to go like the Brock page, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They're tagged in this post, so please go like Brock. And if you've been to Brock and can share testimonials, that is just a great, great help. So I can pass those along to our friends over at Brock.
Daddy CD.
Daddy did get to CD. You did get to CD yesterday. Yep. All right, y'all. Let's see. We'll go follow him around for a second. We'll bid y'all adieu. Please hit the share if you've not done so yet. We'll get Drew to say goodbye. Hey, Drew. Say bye, Dad show. Elmo's the president. And number 2 stealing the number 1. Aw, you blew him a kiss? Blow him a kiss? And go to Fresh Market. All right, Drew. Hey.
Daddy CD.
Dad, you did get the CD, huh? All right. And he's gone behind the curtain. Hey, kid, did you tell Dad show bye? You say bye, Dad show? Drew? Peekaboo. Peekaboo. You're funny. All right, bud. Say, see you later.
See you.
Very good. See you later.
And Mama and Papa.
And Mama and Papa. And who else?
Bye, me, Mom.
Bye. All right, see you later. Say bye.
Bye, Dad.
Oh, that was very sweet. All right, see y'all.